Mata Hari was born Margaretha Gertrude Zell on August 7, 1876, in Leeuwarden, Netherlands. Born to her mother, Antje van der Meulen, and her father, Adam Zell, the owner of a hat shop, she lived a spoilt life until her parents' divorce in her early teens. Left to live with her mother, who died shortly later in 1891 when she was only 15, she moved once again, now separated from her brothers, to live with relatives. When she turned 18 she enrolled in a teachers' college in Leiden, but was shortly thrown out for a supposed affair with the headmaster, who suffered no consequences. Soon after that she responded to a Lonely Hearts ad she saw in the newspaper. This ad was for a man named Captain Rudolph John McLeod, a Dutch officer. They met at the Rijksmuseum and announced their engagement only 6 days later. They were married not 4 months after that, at 18 and 39 respectively. Captain McLeod was rumored to be an abusive husband who infected Hari with syphilis. Not much later they had 2 children, a son Norman and a daughter Non. The McLeod's nanny supposedly poisoned both children, with only Non escaping with her life in their early childhood. However, there is some speculation that both children contracted syphilis and were being quote-unquote treated with mercury, which is what killed Norman, not intentional poisoning. The death was too much for the already strained relationship to bear, and the couple divorced in 1902. Hari originally gained custody of her daughter Non, but was forced to leave her daughter with her ex-husband because he refused to pay child support. Her wish to make enough money to get her daughter back started Hari on her dancing career.
It all started in Paris in 1903, when she met a French diplomat who told her to start dancing as her career. She began dancing in a saloon, and her oriental dance style, exotic features, and willingness to show her body gained the attention of viewers. Soon after, she was posing for artists, while her sensual dances gained her popularity among high-ranking men. However, over time, new younger women took over the dancing scene in Paris, leading her career to decline. In order to keep the lifestyle she had made, she became a courtesan. For Hari, sex was purely financial. She had lovers all over, including German soldiers. She traveled all over Europe as tensions grew leading up to World War I. Hari's travels caught the eyes of British and French intelligence agencies, and they grew suspicious of her constant movement. At the age of 40, Hari fell in love with a 21-year-old Russian captain, who was sent to the front, where he became injured. Determined to provide for both of them, Hari took the assignment to spy for France. She promised that her connection in courtesan history would help her seduce her way to the German high command. She met with a German diplomat in hopes of gaining information, but all she got was being named a German spy by the diplomat, which was sent into a communication channel that eventually got intercepted by the French. Some believe that this was on purpose, as the Germans knew she was a French spy, so by saying she was a German spy, they knew it would get back to the French. However, others say she was a double agent and works for both countries. Hari was arrested by the French under the indictment of espionage. She was then stuck in a rat-infested cell, with her only connection being with her lawyer, who also happened to be a past lover. She was found guilty after admitting to interrogators to accepting 20,000 francs from a German soldier to gather intel on the French during her trips to Paris. She swore she never gave them information and was loyal to France. Hari's spy career was short-lived and some would argue non-existent. However, her career of seduction and sex brought her among a high class of men and allowed her to support herself. So we may never know the truth about whether she was a spy or not, but maybe that's the most exciting part about Hari's career.
Mata Hari died by firing squad in 1917 after being convicted by French officials of espionage. Mata Hari was a double spy for France and Germany and was accused of being responsible for the deaths of 50,000 men on the Western Front. She was seen as a scapegoat. When Mata Hari was shot, she refused a blindfold and looked straight at the men while they shot her. Some say she even blew a kiss to them. Some say that Mata Hari was innocent, and that her sleeping around Europe could not have led to information resulting in 50,000 deaths, while others believe she was an information weapon and life-threatening spy. Mata Hari was most well known for her dancing, and she saw herself as a courtesan, I admit it, a spy, never. She said this during her closed trial about her guilt in the deaths of 50,000 men. Whether she truly believed this or was just saying this to stay undercover is still a mystery. Many historians have been intrigued by the seducing Mata Hari, and many have turned her story into films and musicals. Mata Hari is associated with exotic dancing, seduction, femme fatale, and spying. Besides movies, Mata Hari also has a museum exhibit in the Fries Museum in Leeuwarden, Netherlands. This exhibit showcases her letters, dancing jewels, and photographs. The exhibit shows the motherly side to Mata Hari, along with the dancing, seducing, and spying sides to her.